Hey, how you doing? It's your buddy Gangligo, and thank you for clicking on this video. Now today I've got for you another money making video, and it's come from a YouTuber that I have seen who's released a video quite recently. His name is Flipping Old School. Now if you've never seen Flipping Old School, I'll link him down in the description, but the most recent video that he did was looking at a money making method in Mauritania. Now when I first looked at that, I thought, okay, it must be on about the cannabis meat shop, but actually it is not. It's on about something a little bit different. So what I thought I would do is go ahead and give it a go and actually see how much money we can make by doing this as an hourly basis. He does it as part of this series that he's running. So definitely go and check him out. His content is absolutely amazing. Anyway, whilst we're here, before we head on over there, do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe. All the love, all the support is greatly appreciated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a 200k cash tag. I'm going to head on over to Canvas and I'm going to spend 10 minutes in this shop buying stuff. This is a no stats required, and the money that can be made, at the moment I'm looking at it and it could be absolutely astronomical. So let's get on over there and let's go and check it out.
1 hour later.
So here we are in Canvas and we are at Barker's Clothes Shop. Now in the video that Flipping Old School did, he was buying hats. Now the hats that he was buying were the yellow hat and the grey hat. Now if you look at the value of these right now, the value of the hat is 650 GP, and if you hit examine, the GE average is actually 563, so it's come down since then. However, there is a person in this shop here, Barker, and it looks like he's doing exactly the same as what I'm doing and looking at the different things to see what you can buy and what you can sell. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these items here. First of all, I'm going to have a little look. So if we go ahead to the grey hat, let's see, valued at 650 as well. We examine the grey hat and that's selling for 694. So we can make a little bit. The red boots seem to be lower here, so it was 680 cost. But when we examine them, they're worth 952 on the GE. The yellow boots cost 680, but when we examine them, we see that they're selling for 1.3k on the GE, so that's a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and check all of these, work out exactly which ones are the most profitable ones, and then we're going to go ahead and just buy some and see exactly what we can get. What it looks like is buying the green capes, buying the grey boots, buying the red boots, if I remember right. Just go back and check again. No, was it the yellow boots? And the yellow boots. So grey boots, yellow boots, and then the green capes. And the black capes. They're going to be the items which are going to give you the most profit and are selling over 1,000 times a day. Now this is a risky move. This isn't something which is going to guarantee you instant money, because they are only selling a couple of thousand a day. So this isn't something which I would do as an hourly money maker method. But if I wanted to make some quick money, then I'd probably give this a little go. But you've got to be willing to potentially not lose but not make much money, because if the sales do run out for whatever reason, I don't know why people are buying these boots and gloves and stuff like that. I presume it's for PKs or for clans and stuff like that. So we need to make sure that we have got those daily sales. We need to make sure that we have got, or that we're willing to invest a little bit. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to start a timer. I'm going to spend 10 minutes buying the grey boots. I'm going to buy the yellow boots, and I'm going to buy the green capes. I'm going to see how many of each of them I can buy in a 10-minute period, and then go ahead and get it all sold. What it's probably going to end up doing is probably going to end up taking a while to sell. So I'm hoping that they'll all sell by the time that I go ahead and release this video. But obviously it might just be that it takes a little bit longer. So we'll have to see how we get. Right, so let's get the timer set up on my phone here. What I'm using this time as well is I'm going to use the menu entry swapper so that I can just hold shift click and buy 5 of them, so then it should make it that little bit quicker as well. And I'm going to have to hop worlds. Probably going to come across some people doing exactly the same as me, and that's why all these prices are fluctuating massively. Flipping Old School has released this to the world, and now everybody's trying it out, so let's give it a go. Right, so stopwatch is at the ready. Ready, steady, go. So all I'm going to do is hold shift, buy 5 grey boots, buy 5 yellow boots, buy 5 green capes. And just as a quick, I know this is taking some of my time, but that has taken around about 8k. If we have a look at this, we're looking at a profit there of 13k already just in them. So let's get cracking. I'll see you at the end of the 10 minutes. So pretty much coming up to the last bag now, the last inventory of them. And we have been pretty successful in buying them. Most worlds had both sets of boots and the capes. A couple of them had a few less boots and capes, but it wasn't massive. So that's the pretty much the 10. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep nearly attacking Yuri. That is now the 10-minute mark. Now, obviously, I spent a little bit of time at the beginning in the first 30 seconds farting around and explaining what I'm doing, that sort of stuff. But this is going to be, I think this is going to be a pretty huge money-making method. So there we have it. We have managed to spend 10 minutes buying boots and capes from the clothes shop over there, from Barker's clothes shop. And we'll have a look how much money we made. I'm pretty excited about this one. I've got a feeling this is going to be a huge money maker. So we started with 200k cash stack. We bought 91 grey boots. We bought 98 yellow boots and then 74 green capes. And all I did was literally jump around from world to world, doing 2 inventories and then going back to the bank. And that's pretty much what it was. The grey boots alone nearly takes it up to the 200k cash stack. So this could be huge. Add one at a time. Yellow boots and the green capes. Wow. So in 10 minutes, by the looks of this, if they sell for this price, we are looking at a profit of 237,524 GP. I mean, that is absolutely huge. I thought it'd be big, but not that big.
That's what she said.
Now, if that is the case, if we do manage to sell that for a profit of 237,524, which you'll see on the screen right about now, and I will edit in me talking now if I had to sell for less. But if we do manage to sell for 237,524 profit over an hour, we are looking at a 1.4 million GP profit. So, at this point in the video, I've just said something along the lines of, and here you can see now that they've sold. And normally what I do is I throw up a screenshot, but I thought what I'll do today is actually show you the clip of me collecting the money so we can double check and triple check that we are going to get the money, because I don't want to lead anybody on. So we were saying that we're going to get some 230k profit or whatever it was. Can't remember, as I filmed this yesterday. And it was working out at around about 1.4 million per hour. Now, these took about 2 hours to sell. They all sold. The green cape sold instantly. Grey and the yellow boots took about 2 hours to sell. So that was pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is going to go ahead and collect all this money. I'll get the cash stack that was left over from buying them. A little bit less, I think, than what the price check said. So this is why I really wanted to make sure that we triple check and I don't give any false information, because what I noticed was when I put them in for sale, they were saying the actively traded price was like 1.3k, 1.4k, but then it was trying to sell them for 1.8, 1.9. So I actually sold them for the actively traded price. So we go ahead now. Obviously we see we have 371k cash stack. I don't know why I went to go do that. That means that in the space of 10 minutes, what we ended up doing was making 171,000 GP profit. Right, let's get the exact amount. 171,612 GP. I will then go ahead and stick that in a calculator, which is 171,612 multiplied by 6. We're looking at a 1 million GP profit per hour money making method there. So looking at the price check yesterday, before we went ahead and submit them into the Grand Exchange, we were looking at about 1.4 million per hour, about 237k profit for the 10 minutes. selling at the actual actively traded price ended up getting us 171k profit in the 10 minutes. So that's still a million GP profit per hour that requires no skills or stats whatsoever. I'm still absolutely gobsmacked at how good that was. So there we have it. The one thing I do want to state though is make sure that you are consistently checking the prices. Don't plow all your money into this. Make sure that you're careful. Make sure that you are putting a little bit into it. You know, obviously invest a little bit if you do go ahead and do this, but don't spend all of your money. You know, if you've got 20, let's say you got a green cash stack, don't go ahead and put all your green cash stack into this, because overnight it could decide that those hats don't want to sell anymore. Anyway, a 1 million GP profit per hour money making method, no stats required. Cannot say fairer than that whatsoever. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the like, hit the subscribe. All the love, all the support is greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.